blast doing this, but I also learn, right? So at the end of the day, we're gonna have a quick one. Oh, the beard is getting bigger. My wife wants me to shave it. I'm probably gonna shave it soon. Good morning to you guys. I got a quick one today. I'm in a mastermind, so as much as I teach and I'm coming live and sharing information with you guys and giving you love, I also got to learn, man. I spend a lot of time learning and engaging. I have coaches and I have people that guide me and teach me because I got big dreams like you got big dreams, and I can't make them happen alone. The funniest thing, when I came out of the NFL, a lot of the times I could try to do my own thing, and we all do this. We try to find a way to do our own thing, She loves the beard. Thank you, Flossie. But here's what I do know, man. When I played professional sports and I was in the NFL, I was one of the highest level athletes in the world, right? However, I still had a coach. Literally one of the best in the world. I got a coach, right? There's someone who may not even do what I do and may not do it as well. We got, old busted knees, can't do much. Good morning, how you doing, Keith, Lenny? But at the end of the day, those who want to be better have got to get a coach. Like, I went to practice every day and I always had to be coached and guided. And even when you're the best in the world have guidance, have coaches, have insight. So I recommend you do this. And here's the big thing I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the rhythm of success. Like, what is your success rhythm, we'll call it. And I talk about this because I think there's this kind of nuance in a world we live in. I believe we're in this pandemic of we're in, but we're also in a pandemic of self-esteem. And I talk about this, but I kind of want to expand on it real quick. Good morning from Dallas, Texas. Blessed Fit Sandra, how are you? People are afraid to ask for help. They are, man. Unfortunately, some people are afraid to ask for help. Hello, Andy Sanders from Luxembourg. Beautiful Keith Allen. What's good, my man? My man Keith Allen, man. It was good times. I just had some good reminiscent memories of my man Keith Allen. I think you're number 86, if I don't recall, or don't mess it up. But man, here's the thought. We have these things in our life nowadays, which is great information. I think we live in this amazing world with great insight, great information, great books. Everything's online. In fact, nowadays, the college system is a little bit under attack because in the back in the day, like, the reason college was the big place to go is they had access to the information. Man, they had the teachers. Man, they had the books. They had all these things. We couldn't access it online, but now we can access it. And when we can access it, we can utilize it. And so you'd think that with all that access that people were paying for, so many more people would be successful. But they are not, because they have not gotten past the level of having what I call self-esteem. I buy it. It goes in the shelf of my mind, the shelf of my email inbox, or of course, the shelf in my house, actual bookshelf. And it sits there and it collects dust. I never open the book. I never read the thing. I never consume the content. I never do anything with it as much as I wanted to. I was committed to it. I knew I would. And I even contemplated, should I make the investment? Should I do this thing? And we never took the next step. But those who make the next step, those who consume the content, they have a better chance of succeeding, right? Yeah, they do. But then at the same time, you can have it go from the shelf of the actual physical shelf to your brain shelf and still not do it, right? There's a lot of people who have a lot of information but don't execute. There's a reason people are called the 1%. Because about 97% of people, and studies have shown this, like, they don't even finish online course and trainings they invest in. So it's 97% of people that literally just don't even do anything with what they got in their brain. So what happens, like, oh man, now we all of a sudden got this the information if I don't do anything, and then what you have is like 2% of people apply what they have. 2%, maybe 1 or 2%. The rest of people will take it and not do anything with it, man, and it sucks. So I believe we're in this epidemic of self-esteem. And what the reasoning is because I think there's a lot of fears, a lot of anger, a lot of anxiety, a lot of like, what do I do? And just not knowing what to do and how to take the next step, and lack of clarity, lack of rhythm, right? Because here's the thing. If you think about life, we live in these rhythms. We call routines. Like, you have a morning routine, an evening routine. I brush my teeth. I go to the bathroom in the morning, right? It's a routine, but a rhythm is vastly different. There's a success rhythm that means that wherever you need to have success needs you to tick at a certain pace, because you got to have consistency. You got to have the willpower. You have to have some ease. You can't burn yourself out. You got to get into a rhythm that'll create the success you want. And if you don't have that rhythm, I promise you don't have the success. You might have it for a little bit. You might get it because you burn yourself out to get it. But then if you can't maintain that after a while, it falls away. It's difficult to keep. And so what I'm asking you today, do you have a success rhythm? Do you have a rise rhythm too? Like, do you have ability to rise a tempo? Think about rhythm like a song, man. Like, I love music. I listen to music all the time. Usually when I work, I like those good rhythms that make me feel good, right? And there's certain tempos that make you just feel, so good, right? And after a while, like, you get just drown out and the song just disappears. You got to replay it because it felt so good, man. Like, it was like, oh, that was a good song. Let me play that thing back again and listen to it again. But then some songs come on. You're like, oh my, I can't listen to this song right. This is like crazy. It sounds like a 2-year-old with a brand new drum set or like a trombone in the back. over here acting all funny is that what I believe to be our biggest issue right now is not the information. We are out of the information age to an extent. We are in what I believe to be like an execution age. People are going to succeed to be the ones that execute. So what I believe is right now, if you can step back in your head and say, man, let me take a look. Man, what's my rhythm? Is the tune good? Is the sound good? Is everything rolling? Because right now you are in a rhythm. But the thing is, your dream desires and demands a higher tempo rhythm with more instruments, which means you got to move quicker with different tunes, different songs, different information. You got to apply it and put it into the rhythm of your life. And so what I'm asking you, and I keep going back to this because this is my heart, is, man, where's your rhythm at? Do you have one? Have you thought about one? I do not speak French. I apologize, Marie-Eve. I wish I spoke French. That would be nice. Parlez-vous français? I don't even know what that. I'm assuming that means do you speak French? But the idea is I want you guys to think about the biggest key to your success this year and for the rest of your life at any level, what you want to do. It's not going to just be the information that you have. It's going to be who are you with that information? What rhythm do you have for your life with the information? Because the right rhythm allows you to have a flow to where you can read that book. You can consume that training. You can watch that course. And then once it's in your head, man, the rhythm lets you apply the information and go with the flow and then, take the hits and fall down and get back up and lean in. And so people look at you and go, man, how is it you get so much done so often, so quick with so much joy? It's like, man, I don't know. It just feels good. There's a flow to it. And if you can't find this rhythm, you're going to stress and struggle for the longest time. You'll be listening to music that just feels out of whack. And you might feel that way now. You might feel like, man, I got some things moving and it's kind of okay, but it sounds like a song like a 12-year-old rapper made, like just kind of in his room, tick it away. Or like a high-level producer, right? Who's producing your rhythm? It's a good question. Who is producing your rhythm? Who's in the background creating the tempo, creating the flow, putting things together? Like, you got to spend time with this. And I believe if you can do that this year, it will be the biggest game changer of your life because you've already got the insight. Think about it. If you just did what you already know to do. Good morning, Ernie Perez, my man. I love seeing you on here. If you already took everything you know and just did it, it would be a game changer for your life. Because you know what you should do to eat healthy or to exercise at a certain time, that book you're supposed to have read, that training, that if you put that training into your head, you could do something with it. You know what it is. You've been talking about it for a while, but it hasn't popped into the rhythm because you feel like the rhythm you have right now feels comfortable. But here's what I'm telling you. That music sucks. If I'm being honest, there's times when I didn't realize my music sucked. I thought I was good. I thought my rhythm was good, but I didn't realize my music sucks. Ever had that guy hand you a mixtape on the side of the freeway, side of the street, and be like, hey man, listen to my mixtape, it's fire. And you pop it in, you're like, man, this song sucks. But he thinks it's great rhythm. Do you think right now your rhythm's great? And if you believe it's great, awesome. That means you should have everything you want in life. But if your rhythm seems a little bit off, if you don't have what you want in life, the rhythm of your life might need to be a little bit tuned up. You might need to increase that tempo, add some instruments, play with a little bit of the tempo and the feel of it. Because if you could do that, that will be the biggest thing that will allow you to have some great success this year. And that's all I know. At the bottom of my heart, I know this to be the biggest truth. So you got to produce your rhythm of life. And you got to understand how to put it in place. I have to jump because I'm hopping into my mastermind, which again, I learned, man, as much as I have a coaching business and I coach people, there's a lot of things that I still need to learn. I have to grow in because there's a lot of areas I want to continue to keep serving and elevate my life. It's the goals, right? Always be better, increase the tempo and the rhythm. Here's a question, not a question, but a statement for you. If you are someone who's like, man, it sounds good and I'm looking for this rhythm, how do you do it? I want you to go to trucksteam.com and book a time to speak with my team. They will walk you through how we do this, what goes into it. I have a very specific process called the shift method, which shifts you into that higher game changer. And we have a beautiful flow how we take all the ideas for not only personal development, how you increase your mindset and your personal belief and self-esteem and all those things, but also a process to deconstruct any activity, any project, anything you want to get done in your life and put it together in a beautiful rhythm. We help you produce that rhythm, help you create the flow, and then track it every day. Every single day you create some progress, some momentums, you get some confidence, you get some success. By the end of our time together, man, we have people that come out of this with this beautiful flow and rhythm for their life that have achieved something amazing, but feel damn good for doing it, and it flows. It becomes normalcy. Now people come up to them and go, man, how do you do this? How'd you get it done? It's like, man, I don't know. It's my new flow. If you're interested in this, if it sounds interesting, go to trucksteam.com, book a call with my team. We'll guide you through, show you how all it works, and you work with me directly. Just so you know, it's a direct mentorship program, not one-on-one. It's group, but I am very engaged. I'm very dialed in because I care about you and your success. So I'm gonna let you go. Go to trucksteam.com. I will see you guys on Friday morning.